All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Well, the beard has given way to the goatee, which means it must be fight night for the former two-division UFC champion Daniel Cormier. How about that skin fade tonight? Looking good, champ.
The barber always does a great job of getting DC fight ready. It's part of the fight day preparation. You look good, you feel good, so I get a haircut on fight day. When I get into the octagon, I want to give the fans a show. From the wrestling to the striking, there is no area of mixed martial arts where I feel like I am outmatched, and it shows with the fact that I have won 2 UFC championships and have my 10 gold belts at my house in Gilroy.
The head coach of the Gilroy High School wrestling team. Shout out to Rosendo Sanchez Boxing too as well. DC's jab has really become an educated one in the latter part of his career here. And in terms of the MMA application of wrestling, there's nobody who does it better. Once again, a big spot for DC here tonight. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts with respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists. This guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of men.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre. Right. He does a phenomenal job of getting from step 1 to step 2 before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 22 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, presenting the challenger, Daniel D.C. Cormier. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 12 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 252 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Tom Aspinall.
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to your corner. You ready? You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, we have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up there.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
Cormier's shot there is blocked. Well, he told us on Thursday you don't get paid to fight 15 minutes. To that end, early takedown is there.
His ideal fight is a grind. As ugly as he can make it, it's better for him. And with this early takedown, he ensures that he can...
That's a perfect scramble right there. Beautiful transition. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. Effective punch there by Cormier. All right, single collar tie now.
Oh, man, good stick to the body.
Cormier's uppercut is blocked. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Nice job by him to get the knee to the target there, using his length exceptionally well tonight. Now all in a quick entry.
Great single entry, rotates the high crotch, is taking for a ride.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Secure the hooks now. Secure the hook.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Cormier. All right, side control now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fight,
he's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. He goes, oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know what, John? Even more importantly, look at the opponent now. He's afraid to pull the trigger because he's been taken down so many times. Getting taken down is one thing, but having it happen to you continuously really does make you gun shy. And right now, he's very tentative to let his offense go because of the fear of getting taken down back to the mat.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Try to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
He might get a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time.
What a beautiful Kimura finish by this great fighter.
And I don't care how high your threshold is for pain. When you're in that compromised state, better to tap and fight another day.
It's so crazy because people think the pressure's on your arm. It's all your shoulder. When somebody has a really good Kimura, it feels like they're going to break your shoulder. That's why you have to tap.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So what a moment for the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, getting it done tonight and with style points as he submits his opponent to win the UFC title.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 44 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Daniel D.C. Cormier.
All right, so we got a new UFC heavyweight champion and potentially a star is born tonight, DC.
He is the type of guy that makes people want to tune in. He is the type of guy that you know excitement will happen when you watch him. And tonight he becomes a star and a massive draw for the UFC.